Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and check out Alexander-Arnold's Team of the Season card. Now, I've actually used this card a few times for the player reviews on this team, and I'm going to tell you guys this right now. He's actually a really solid right back. So if you guys end up getting him for your team, and you already have him as a tradable option, or you're working with a Premier League team and you add him to your squad without a Team of the Year version in your team that's untradeable, because some people got really unlucky in the pack opening, you're looking at a really good card, guys. It's not something to be frowned upon, right? It's a nice card to get regardless, right? So we're looking at a card that is 5'11" with high medium work rates, 3-star skill moves with a 4-star weak foot. So obviously, very, very nice thing to have the 4-star weak foot. If he didn't have the 4-star weak foot, he'd be a little bit more generic in regards to, oh, you know, it's just a 3-star fullback in that area, because nowadays with fullbacks, you know, you got players like Ricardo Pereira in the left back position with his shapeshifters and it has a 4-star weak foot, which makes a massive difference. This card, similar situation where you want to have the weak foot to be able to make those certain passes, those certain tackles, and so on and so forth, right? So very, very important stuff there. In regards to his traits, we have early crosser. Early crosser is okay. I don't really cross the ball too much, so it's not really like a big thing for me to take into consideration for my own play style, but it just depends on how you guys want to play the game. But here's the important stuff, right, is the stats that this card has. The stats that this card has, man, there's multiple positions that you can play him in, right? I've actually seen this card being used in an attacking area because of the defensive and physical presence that he has. So when you guys get this card, if you guys do in your guaranteed Team of the Season packs, or you get him luckily, whatever, right? Don't just think of him as a right back, because the stats that this card has are very good stats to use in multiple positions, right? If we take a look at his work rates, we're looking at a high medium work rated player with a 4-star weak foot. So hey guys, you know, you want to use him as a CDM? You can use him as a CDM. He'll actually play that position quite nicely. In regards to using him as a right back, that's probably the most ideal position because he has all the right stats for that too. You can also consider using this card as a right center mid, again, because he has all really, really good stats for a right center mid. Again, has the 4-star weak foot, so it helps out a lot. You can use him in the right mid position. You can use him in a right mid position in a 3-5-2, right? Like, this card, it's not just about using him in the right back position. There's so many different areas you can play him in, right? Obviously, the most ideal chemistry style to give him if you were to get this card is the anchor chemistry style, because you may want to start him off on the 7 chemistry in the right back position, or the 10 chemistry in the right back position. Give him all those defensive stat increases, the physical stat increases, as well as the pace when he already has dribbling, passing, and shooting stats, right? So, guys, it's obviously a brilliant card. I've used the Team of the Year version of Alexander-Arnold, and that card did so much work for me whenever I used him, right? So I just want you guys to take that for food for thought in regards to using this card. The way that we're going to be lined up with him and the team is going to be in one version, just a nice little 4-2-3-1, because I need to see if he does the generic stuff really nicely, right? We're going to go ahead and use him in the right back position with the instruction of just balanced. I don't even want to tell him to be on overlap because I need to see what his characteristic is like pushing forward, right? We're also going to be doing the same thing for Robertson just in case I find some situations with him. But with Alexander-Arnold, we want to use him on the balance instructions because we want to see how aggressive he is pushing forward when we move with the left and right attacking mids a lot, because there's a variable here you have to consider. Because Salah is a huge cut inside type player, Alexander-Arnold on balance instructions with, big thing here, the 99 attacking positioning, I expect him to always make those runs on the side, even with the possession-based playstyle that I have, right? It's going to be a huge thing that you're probably going to notice right away with this card. Also, the 99 attacking position that this card has is another reason why you can play him in multiple positions, right? So it's just a cool card to have to rotate with, depending on the situation of your game, right? So if I were to get him in my Team of the Season poll, I'd be pretty happy with it. For a bunch of untradables that I'm never going to use, for sure, right? So, yeah, let's get into a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. Oh, you guys see how that he makes that tackle, but then he goes right back into position to defend again? He's so agile at doing stuff like that. Nicely done, Alexander-Arnold. Super agile player to defend certain situations really quickly. Nicely done, Alexander-Arnold. The card's really agile, man. It allows you to get into certain spaces instantly. With the balance instruction, you can kind of see that he starts to utilize the space up top as well. Just runs right in there. That's that attacking positioning, man, with this card. He's just going to keep doing that all the time if he sees his space on the balance instructions. Okay, Alexander-Arnold was caught out of position. This is with the team press tactics, by the way. We wanted to kind of like test that out to see what he would be like kind of pushing forward. You could see that he's actually a super, super aggressive oriented attacker with a team press. So team press is not necessarily always ideal with players like this because he's already an aggressive right back himself. Making him more aggressive is a very unnecessary thing to add. So just wanted to test that out with him on his card because some players require the extra aggressiveness, but he doesn't really need it. Alexander-Arnold well positioned over there in that situation. Playing off of Salah right there. Defensively, really nicely. It feels very similar to this Team of the Year card, in all fairness. Alright, guys, let's go see what Alexander-Arnold's dribbling is like with the card. Nice little flick up right there. Let's see how he settles the ball. He's very lengthy in-game. That's the one thing you definitely notice with this card for sure. His length is going to be a huge feature for this card. I'm going to force a pass here to the bottom side. Make him make that run right away. Continue the run. We are offside, but he continues that run really nicely. Because of the stamina that he has, I feel like he's going to be a really sick card to have in that right back position. Even with the high-medium work rates, because he's going to play like a high work rate player anyways. Because every time he does attack, I do find him to get back into position pretty quickly. And I'll show you guys an example of that afterwards. Robertson with a great defensive play right there. So we'll force him to go forward here in this situation. Again, adding this extra needed attacking presence when we need it in that situation. Little ball roll touch. Attacks in that situation. We'll lose the ball here now. Let's see how fast he goes back into position without anybody occupying his position. David Luiz kind of pushes off to the side a little bit there. On the radar, you can see that he starts to occupy the position of a midfielder, right? So he doesn't instantly go back into the right back position. Again, we do have Team of the Season cards that have a very good understanding of if you push out of position, I'll go occupy your position instantly. So if you get someone like Alexander-Arnold to push up and then Kovacic understands, hey, I need to go occupy his positioning, Alexander-Arnold in the CDM position is still a really nice thing to have in the squad, right? So really, really huge rotation policy with these drastically improved players in the club for sure. That being said, guys, with these fullback reviews, right, like we're using these cards on balance instructions. The most important thing to see with these cards for me personally is the attacking presence that they have, because it's only if they decide to push forward with the stay back while attacking tactic that I have already set on the card, right? So it's just food for thought when it comes to fullbacks. We need to test them out and see what they're like defensively when they're not in position, because they'll most likely be in position anyways. Like in this situation right here, Alexander-Arnold's already ready to defend that situation, have that little quick dribbles that he has about him to get out of the space, and that's going to be the important thing, right? Because we're testing him on the attack, but we're not going to really be attacking that much with the fullbacks anyways. It's only if they choose to do it from time to time, right? Great tackle there with Robertson. Really nice. Possession base as well. He kind of like stops the ball in place, which is great. Oh, Vardy again, man. I love this guy's off the ball movements. So good, dude. Oh, wow. What a finish. Dude, the way, if you guys have Vardy and Richarlison in the same team, use Vardy as a striker and Richarlison as a cam. I'm telling you guys, these guys just move off each other like beasts, bro. Well done, Alexander-Arnold, to get back into position right there. Balance instructions, you 100% should expect this card to push forward. It's this part right here that you can see that he's not super drastic in coming back, right? You can see that the high-medium work rate's definitely being a noticeable thing with the card there, but he's still decent at coming back, right? He's not as drastic as someone like Robertson with his high work rates, but again, guys, most of the times with fullbacks, you're going to be using them on stay back while attacking anyway, so it's not really a big deal, you know, because defensively, he's a really, really good player. Yeah, on balance instructions, you could definitely expect Alexander-Arnold to always push up. always, every single time. If you're the type of person that loves to use a 4-1-2-2 and you expect your fullbacks to push up, Alexander-Arnold is gonna be your guy for sure. Alright guys, so final verdict on Alexander-Arnold's card. I think that this card on stay back while attacking will be perfectly fine. I will say that this card is 100% more attacking oriented than he is defensive oriented, because of the fact that he's high medium work rates with super high attacking positioning and good shooting stats, dribbling stats, passing stats. Like, you're looking at a card that can play in a lot of different positions. With Robertson's card, you're looking at a super defensive oriented, high work rate player in the left back position that, you know, you might not be able to use in different positions. But with this Alexander-Arnold card, because he's so aggressive on the attack, you can totally see that he would make a really good right center mid, right winger, right mid, you know. And in a 3-5-2 setup where you have him as a right mid coming back in the fence with stats like that in that area, you would be looking at someone amazing on the stay back while attacking instruction. Like, he would play that role super well, man. And it was the same situation with the Team of the Year card. I know that I've had this conversation with a lot of dudes that like to use the meta players, obviously, and obviously with Alexander-Arnold's card, he was really nice to put in most situations. You can tell that when he attacks, somebody else, if you have a good player in the CDM position, will occupy his position, but Alexander-Arnold will also understand, okay, that guy's occupying my position, I should occupy his position. And again, you use someone like Alexander-Arnold in the CDM position, not bad either, but you know, he doesn't have the high work rates to get back there really quickly. He transitions a little bit slower into that position, right? He's not like Alexandro, who is a high medium work rate player, but still feels like a high. Like, Alexander-Arnold 100% feels like a high medium because of the attacking presence that he offers, right? Again, on stay back while attacking, you'll still be looking at a fantastic right back to have in that position, 100%. But it almost feels like wasted potential with him. Like, in a 4-1-2-2, this guy will be nuts for you, okay? Especially if you want those attacking fullbacks. But in a 4-2-3-1, he'll be a good right back, for sure, 100%. It just feels wasted, you know? But even if I got him, he would be in a 4-2-3-1 anyway. So, wasted, not wasted, he would still make a great right back in my team. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.